This is Frontline on Air. Major stories on the go.
Rahul Gandhi, Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra and the power of walking. While yatras have propelled parties to power in the past, will Rahul's second attempt overcome internal divisions and translate steps into votes? Anand Mishra.
As the Congress battles with its back to the wall, Rahul Gandhi has chosen to hit the streets a second time before the 2024 general election. A battle that the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, now a giant election machine, seems well placed to win for the third time. After the 6-month-long 4,500-kilometer Bharat Jodo Yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir last year, Rahul is leading another road trip, this time called the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, BJNY, which began on January 14th from Manipur and is set to conclude on March 20th in Mumbai. This is a new cause for the Congress party, which has over the last few decades avoided taking to the streets. Sonia Gandhi's tenure as party president had seen two major brainstorming sessions: the Panchmari Conclave in 1998 and the Shimla Conclave in 2003, in which the Congress strategized on programs and alliances. However, the party was missing in action on the streets. The challenge this time is bigger, given the Congress's two successive debacles with historically low Lok Sabha seats: 44 seats with 19.3% of the votes in 2014 and 52 seats with 19.5% votes in 2019. French novelist Marcel Proust wrote, quote, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." Unquote. The desperation in the Congress camp is growing loud, and many leaders who were perceived to be close to Rahul, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Ashok Tanwar, Jitin Prasada, Milind Deora, have quit the party. So have the old-timers such as former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad and media manager Tom Vadakan, who swore their loyalty to Sonia. Whether the two successive yatras and Rahul's targeted mass connect programs will help the age-old political party revive its fortunes is the million-dollar question. Rashid Kidwai, political analyst and author of 24 Akbar Road, which presents a short history of the people behind the rise and fall of the Congress, says that Rahul's second phase of the yatra seems, quote, ill-timed and is doing more damage than good to him, his party, and the cause of opposition unity. Kidwai told Frontline, quote, "For a practicing politician, yatras are meant to bring greater good and electoral dividends. In BJNY, the reverse is happening, leading to the collapse of the India bloc and bitterness among the constituents. Rahul's long absence from Delhi implied the near halt of electoral preparations for 2024, reducing Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's grace and heft that he was to carry within and outside the Congress. With Sonia voluntarily keeping herself out of alliance building and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra travelling abroad, the Gandhis seem to be abdicating their political leadership and responsibility. In short, BJNY is politically suicidal for the grand old party, and a real possibility of a vertical split in May 2024 is staring ahead." Unquote. As the yatra was underway, the India bloc received a jolt with key partner Janata Dal United, led by Nitish Kumar, snapping ties and joining hands with the BJP in Bihar, and Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress staying in India but deciding to go it alone in West Bengal. As the yatra reached Purnia in Bihar, the cradle of social justice politics and the nerve center of the JP movement, its Sampurna Kranti call led to the ouster of Indira Gandhi in 1977, Kharge, in a written message, said, quote, "The coming Lok Sabha election is being fought to save the constitution and democracy." Unquote. The Congress, which refused the invitation to attend the Ram Temple consecration ceremony on January 22nd, calling it not a religious but a political event of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is flagging education, employment, poverty eradication, and healthcare as real issues with a layering of identity politics. Rahul has pitched a caste census as an X-ray of society which will determine the share of other backward classes, OBCs and Dalits in power and resources in proportion to their population. Yatras in the past. Yatras in the past have propelled parties to power. The BJP won just 2 Lok Sabha seats with 7.4% votes in 1984 and 83 seats with 11.4% votes in 1989. But its exponential growth came after L.K. Advani's 1990 Rath Yatra seeking the construction of a Ram temple at Ayodhya. The Yatra, which started from Somnath, ended in Bihar, Samastipur, after his arrest by Lalu Prasad's Janata Dal government. Though the Yatra could not reach Ayodhya as planned, it did achieve the objective of consolidating Hindus in favour of a Ram Mandir, as well as the BJP. The BJP took forward the Hindutva ideology and its campaign accused the Congress of Muslim appeasement. The VHP ratcheted up the Ram Janmabhoomi issue and the party has not looked back since. The BJP went on to become the pivot of Indian politics, forming 5 BJP-led governments since then, 2 short-lived and 3 full-term. The party marked a meteoric rise with 120 seats in 1991 and 161 seats in 1996. Then, in 1991, came the then BJP president Murli Manohar Joshi's much-hyped Ekta Yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, which ended with the hoisting of the tricolour in January 1992 amid tight security at Lal Chowk in Srinagar, then a hotbed of terrorism. The Yatra, aimed at sending a message to terror outfits and promoting national integration, helped the BJP highlight its nationalism campaign. 2 decades later, the party organised a 14-day Yatra from Kolkata to Lal Chowk to unfurl the national flag in the Kashmir Valley in 2011. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur, who was then heading the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, led the event attended by top BJP leaders including Joshi and Advani. However, not every BJP Yatra has been a success. The most glaring failure was the Bharat Uday Yatra, launched in 2004. The India Shining campaign did not cut ice with the voters and the Atal Bihari Vajpayee-led BJP lost the 2004 Lok Sabha election. Although socialist leader Chandrasekhar's Bharat Yatra in 1983 from Kanyakumari to Rajghat in Delhi, which covered 4,260 kilometers from January 6th to June 25th, earned him the moniker of Marathon Man, it did not translate into votes. His yatra was held to criticize Indira Gandhi's policies, but her assassination in 1984 resulted in a sympathy wave, and the Congress decimated the entire opposition. Chandrasekhar's Janata Party won just 10 seats, with he himself losing his Balia seat to a Congress candidate. A year after the massive victory, in 1985, the Congress took out a Sandesh Yatra, a decision taken by Rajiv Gandhi in the Mumbai plenary. The 3-month whirlwind tour was the last major Padayatra or march for the Congress until the beginning of the Rahul era in the party during UPA 2. After the Congress debacle in the 1989 Lok Sabha election, Rajiv launched a Bharat Yatra in 1990, but it was mostly by train. Yatras were also part of Gandhian socialist Jayaprakash Narayan's Sampurna Kranti campaign in 1974, which changed the course of Indian politics and brought the first non-Congress government to power in 1977. According to Ajay Gudavarti, Associate Professor at the Centre for Political Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Yatra is a collective on the move and symbolizes a journey that connects the past with the present, it connects a memory to the present making of identities. He said, quote, "The BJP under L.K. Advani gave it a religious symbolism with the Rath Yatra and converted it into a retributive response to a perceived and constructed historical injury. It converted the imagery of Ram from a Maryada Purush to a militant god. With the telecast of the serial Ramayan in the backdrop, it managed to convert the collective consciousness into an emergent Hindu identity." Unquote. The politics of yatras. On the impact of Rahul's yatra politics, Gudavarti said the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, BJY, was an attempt to offset retributive politics by that of compassion and mohabbat, love. He said, quote, "In the light of the fact that the opposition has no avenue to reach out to people, be it parliament or media, the yatra became an event to be amidst people. Ideally, the presence of public representatives among people should be a continuous process and not an event. The BJY reflected the point that if parties mobilize, people are willing to respond to alternative narratives. However, BJY 1 and now BJY 2 haven't succeeded in conveying any concrete message or program. It is precariously located between the political/electoral and the social/collective. Its electoral impact is still uncertain. It requires to become programmatic and assure people of certain welfareism beyond what BJP has promised." Unquote. Rahul is no stranger to yatras. His Kisan Sandesh Padayatra from Bhatta Parsol in 2011 in support of farmers protesting against land acquisition in the then Bahujan Samaj Party ruled Uttar Pradesh hogged headlines. It culminated in the passing of the Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013. One of the most successful padayatras at the state level was the one led by Congress leader Y.S. Rajashekhar Reddy in Andhra Pradesh in 2003. It propelled the Congress to power in the 2004 Assembly election, defeating N. Chandrababu Naidu of the Telugu Desam Party. After stepping into his father's shoes, Jagan Mohan Reddy took out a 3,500-kilometer Praja Sankalpa Yatra on foot, and his YSR Congress party won the 2019 election with a huge mandate. In 2017, Madhya Pradesh Congress leader Digvijay Singh undertook the Narmada Parikram Yatra, calling it a non-political exercise. However, the mass connect did contribute to the Congress's victory in the 2018 Assembly election, ousting the 15-year-old BJP government led by Shivraj Singh Chauhan. In 2017, BJP leader Amit Shah embarked on a Janaraksha Yatra in Kerala's Kannur against the alleged Jihadi Red Terror, a format replicated in Mangaluru in Karnataka in 2018. It brought no major political gains for the BJP in Kerala, although the party highlighted that RSS workers had been killed in the state as a result of planned political violence. The 1,000-kilometer Azadi Gaurav Yatra from the Gandhi Ashram in Gujarat to Rajghat in Delhi and the Gandhi Sandesh Yatra from Champaran in Bihar to Beliaghata in Kolkata in 2022 are two of the more recent yatras organized by the Congress. In the run-up to the 2022 Assembly election in Uttar Pradesh, the Congress announced a Pratigya Yatra led by Priyanka, covering 12,000 kilometers across the state's 403 constituencies. But the Congress's Ladki Hoon, Lad Sakti Hoon, I am a girl and can fight campaign proved a damp squib, and the party suffered a crushing defeat in that election. The ongoing Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra will cover 6,200 kilometers in 85 districts in 14 states: Manipur, Nagaland, Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. How much each extra step will translate into votes will eventually decide whether the BJNY was a smart political maneuver or just another attempt to save a sinking ship.
This is Frontline on Air. Major stories on the go.